Welcome back.
Welcome to Miracle Mask.
The story so far. Layton is telling Emmy and Luke more about his past in order to shed some light on the present.
It's almost like a Doctor Who story. In the past, Randall has solved a puzzle pointing to an ancient treasure noted in Donald Rutledge's Ancient Histories. Its horrible history is only more boring.
He urges Herschel and Anja to go with him to the Norwell Wall to experience unraveling its mystery firsthand.
Do you see now why I want to be the narrator of those parts?
Not really, Professor. By the way, Professor, there's one thing I've noticed. A lot of Smash players in Britain like to use chalk for some reason.
Because...
That's because they're really feeling it.
Yes.
Come on, am I the only one who notices the obvious joke here?
It is a bit dark, isn't it?
We're choosing not to humor you, Joe.
Sure.
Randy, do you really think it's a good idea to be going into the forest at this time?
Of course it is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a forbidden forest after all. I'm sure it's perfectly safe.
It doesn't look ominous at all.
It'll be fine. We can just follow the path for the tourist. See, there's even a helpful sign there.
That sign looks as if it's seen better days.
I'm sure we in Britain take very good care of our
And
signs.
also, why does my nervous face look like the one from Charlie Brown?
Because you're a good man, Layton.
So where's my dog then?
Shoot. Does Layton have a dog in his childhood?
No.
Well, I'm afraid we had to put him down.
Jesus.
Oh, that's Jova the Morbid.
Wow, that's, wow.
Don't worry. He got reincarnated over in Japan, America. As,
We're not really going to leave that
Missile.
are we?
Yes, Missile.
Come on, sure we can mend it.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
indeed. He came back to life as Missile over in America.
All right, let's mend the sign
This is a
then.
puzzle.
Golly, you aren't kidding. The sign is in a really sorry state.
Shouldn't we leave it to the people in charge
Council?
of this place?
I'd be amazed if tourists could find the place at all.
Or just leave it to the council then? Come on, we're on a quest. Oh, let's try to
Oh,
fix the sign.
no, wait. If we leave the council to do it, it won't be done for like 3 years.
Ouch.
let's do it now because the council are fucking useless.
So let me get this straight. Free kids can do a better job than the actual British government at this sort of stuff.
Yes.
Well,
All the
can-
tiles on this signpost fell off, and Herschel and his friends won't continue without fixing it. Help them out by moving and rotating the tiles to fix the sign.
All right, so this is
That's nice of them.
so this is a puzzle in the literal sense of the word.
I mean, come on, the council. You're honestly telling me the council can't do this kind of puzzle?
they can.
Apparently not.
Maybe
well-
they just can't be bothered.
Well, don't forget, Wibbs, that this was before puzzles were the hot thing in the UK. So at the time, Randall was the one that was most passionate about puzzles. So everyone, when people really, this sign is in bad shape, she went, oh wait, it's a puzzle. Crap, can you solve puzzles? No, I can solve puzzles for shit. Oh well, I guess we'll have to leave it as it is.
Dang.
Uneducated slobs.
There we go.
You know, for a minute, I was going to stick up the middle finger at us.
Is British government really that off?
Give yourself a
Give
big
yourself
hand,
a
guys.
Big hand.
Well, the local councils take charge of their own things.
And there we go.
There's basically a council per
I
major
wonder why it
town.
was on the ground like that, though.
City.
It didn't look so old that it would fall apart spontaneously.
Well, I might have brushed past it last time I was here.
How'd you get it to break like that?
I don't know my own strength.
Honestly, Randy, could you have put it back together at the time?
He was in a hurry. He's very focused on his adventures.
Wait, something going on in your background there?
Yes.
Ah.
But then
Wait,
mute your
what's
mic,
that?
please.
Hold on, where are you going?
You right? Dun 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 dun.
It's dark. What? You don't chip?
No, stop, come back.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sure. Go ahead to 5 minutes and 10 seconds if you can.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. I'm getting hint coins now, so that's a good time now.
Shiro, have you muted yourself?
Maybe.
I'm at 520.
Okay.
All right, and
click.
there you
Okay.
go.
Whoa, I can't even make out how many sets there are.
Whoa. We should stay on our toes. Whoever these tracks belong to might be up to no good.
That's no good.
Stop trying to make it sound sinister, Randy. Surely they were just made by a group of tourists.
That's what
This is a-
Hinamizawa wants you to
I mean,
think.
in your own words, this is a tourist path.
Maybe or maybe not. On one of my other great expeditions, I remember seeing some mysterious footprints by a bridge. You should always stop to find out how many potential villainous foes you're dealing with, Hirsch. Work out how I did it back then. It may come in handy for you.
This is not GTA. There's no such thing as a Bigfoot.
Puzzle 63. A muddy
A mud mess.
Here's a bridge at the side of a river. The ground's all muddy, so you can see the footprints left by all the people who've been here recently. None of them seem to have the same footwear. So, can you tell how many people crossed the bridge?
So yeah, basically it's a matter of looking at the footprints and counting how many different types of footprints. And
Wow, the Foot Clan are really shit at their jobs.
yes, they are.
This is actually really easy, honestly.
Well, Teo, that it's a story obligatory puzzle, so obviously it can't be as hard as the optional
No,
ones.
I think it's more easy than it looks like.
How many people crossed the road? Let's see, there's a chicken.
Actually, that's a bridge, not a road.
This is a bit of a trick question, so take care not to get caught out.
You hear that, Teo?
You might
Yeah.
get the impression that a lot of people cross the bridge, but are you
No,
positive about that?
it's really easy. I mean, the question is very obvious in what he's asking, and the solution is blatantly simple when you really read that.
I'm gonna guess 4. Oh.
Nope, it's actually 2.
I'm not certain.
What?
Did I get it?
Did I get it?
Because they ask how many people crossed the bridge, so
Yep.
you have to count only those.
There you go.
Oh, damn, I hate these. I'm never good at these kind of puzzles.
That's you have to learn when to be literal and when to be metaphorical.
Yeah.
See? You may feign disinterest, but you're actually pretty decent at solving puzzles.
I'm gonna make a career out of that. I'm not really. It was just luck.
How humble.
Beginner's luck. I'm sorry, Herschel. I'm afraid Randy has puzzles on the brain.
Something from a severe case of puzzleitis.
What's wrong with that? The world is full of puzzles just asking to be solved. And the next one, the Norwell Wall.
Randall is basically a likable version of Lautrec.
You know what Wells thought the world was just filled with puzzles needed to be solved? Dr. Manhattan. And the people told him it was wrong. It was wrong.
Oh,
There it
goody.
is. The Wall of Norwell.
What does it all mean, Randall?
It's
It's the
damn.
monolith.
Haven't all quite worked
I
out.
don't.
And I'm certain that the entire
Okay,
wall is
if I can give it this reminds me of one of my favorite puzzles from the crossover, the one where Phoenix actually has to solve using his Ace Attorney skills.
But the greater question is, Herschel, do you like puzzles?
Yes, you do.
Not yet, Tiro, remember? Backstory.
He's getting there.
Randall, if you're right about this, it's a radical step forward for archaeology.
Where are we, in the 90s?
Yeah.
Wait, in the 90s? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yes?
It's a radical step.
Oh, okay.
And yet the pattern's pretty obvious once you spot it. And now I think of it, maybe it's easier if you look at this. Have a look.
Take a look. What is it?
It's a transcription of one section of the symbols. Look closely, Hirsch. Where have you seen a pattern like that recently?
I've seen something like this before. Oh, the fossil Mr. Collins had us reconstruct. That's what you're talking about, isn't it?
Yep.
Precisely. It's the same basic principle. Cut your model into squares and muddle them up. Bingo! You have a puzzle.
Seriously, girl, crack a smile. Have you only smiled twice in this whole flashback?
It's so simple
Actually,
that none of the experts...
Hold on, keep going.
Incredible. That's incredible, Randall.
Well, he was actually smiling throughout the entire cutscene. It's just that he's... there you go. He's smiling right now.
No, I was talking about the lady.
Oh, well, to be fair to Webs, there's a reason for this, as you're about to see later. Hold on.
Why? What's going to happen? What, was she infected with Keira Knightley-itis?
Remember...
Now, you'll see when you've cracked it.
Remember, Dweb, she's the careful one, so she's not that big on, exploring this at night.
Okay.
Well,
secrets. Here's a copy of the characters inscribed on the wall, torn up into 16 squares and arranged in the same way. Move the pieces of paper so that they form a 4x4 square. However, you can only move the pieces horizontally and vertically in sets of 4. Rearrange the pieces of paper to put the diagram on the wall back in order.
Indeed. So yeah, just like Randall said, it's pretty much like the puzzle we solved. I think in chapter 2. Yeah, in chapter 2. So I'm thinking. Okay.
Thinking.
This is not right.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
What?
What?
Darkspine Sonic is now in Sonic All-Stars Racing? Huh.
Wait,
really?
Wait, you mean
Probably
transform?
a mod.
You mean a mod? Okay.
Yeah, transformed.
Probably a
Yeah.
mod or something.
Oh, no. It's apparently official. Official character. And they're still adding DLC onto the PC version.
Really? There we go.
Anyway.
Here goes.
And... yes!
Puzzles can be quite fun.
There, it's starting, Shiroi.
Oh boy.
Correct. The lines of the ancient inscription seem to create some kind of map. Superimposed on the map is a diagram in the shape of plough. The 7 brightest stars are Ursa Major. The plough is commonly used to find Polaris, the North Star. Does the plough in this map also point to something?
What the...
It's the star. Have you ever looked at the stars too and wondered what could be out there?
Excellent, Hirsch. You're not my best friend for nothing. The point is that this whole wall is one
Bit of a
giant
slip
map
up there,
pointing
Randall.
to a particular spot.
Really? It doesn't look detailed enough to be useful as a map.
True.
Don't you see? The map underneath the star chart exactly matches the terrain beyond the hills, as you can see in the map below us. I followed this map over the hills, all the way to
Far
its
away.
destination in Doug.
What, over the hills and far away?
Yeah.
And that, my fellow adventurers, is where I found the mask. Oh my god, adventurers, it is like a track!
So say Teletubbies, actually.
Or rather, Lautrec ripped this off.
Well, they came out the same year, so who knows?
You dug it up? Does that mean you went off to some remote place on your own, Randy?
Next, again.
Oh.
You
I
promised?
promise you wouldn't do anything like that.
Yep.
Don't be cross, Angie. Have a look at this.
What is it?
A shuriken?
I copied this page out of Routledge's Ancient Histories. Look, the symbol on the mask is exactly the same as in the book. This has to be it, the Mask of Chaos. It's a shame I couldn't find its twin, the other mask that Rutledge wrote about, but...
Basically, there's the Mask of Chaos and there's the Mask of Order.
Are you sure you're not getting carried away? The symbol could just be a coincidence.
That's one big coincidence. Perhaps, but that's not all. The box holding the mask also contained a stone tablet.
Whoa.
Eerie.
Oh,
And that tablet offered its own amazing revelation.
I love his face while he's talking about his discoveries. He's so focused on it.
Yep.
It's another revelation? This is getting a bit much.
Although Pedro, his determination is nothing compared to another character who we're going to meet in Ezra and Legacy.
Well, of course, but that's a topic for when we get to that game.
Honestly, this is the best part. The mask is much more priceless and perfect. It's the key that will guide us to the treasure of the ancients.
Sure.
What's that again? You really believe this incredible treasure trove has just been lying around for centuries?
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Having studied the mask, I'm quite convinced.
Do you have something to say, Herschel?
Oh, sorry, I was just,
This artifact belongs to a civilization far, far more ancient than
And
anything
hold on,
in recorded history.
here's the first time we hear it. Oh, I think it's now, right?
Not only that, but I believe these people possessed knowledge and technology far greater than our own.
No, I
treasure
think
we're
the
looking
Azrans
for-
were mentioned in the previous flashback.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
treasure
you're
we're
right.
looking
Actually,
for
yeah.
is not just some precious trinket. It's the legacy of an entire
Do
civilization.
I smell building stuff for the next game.
Here, look at this. This is the secret cipher that was written on the tablet. The cipher I've cracked.
It's called Cipher Rage.
Ancient people who used it to leave messages for
Hold on, let's read that paper. The ancients were thinking of naming their king Cipher Rage, but then they thought, nah, that's stupid. Nobody with a brain will have give an answer.
And where does it lead? A legendary place that has ever eluded explorers and archaeologists, fabled Akbadain.
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 Akbadain. Sure. Okay.
We have to go, Herschel. You have to come with me to Akbadain.
No, you can't. It's too dangerous. I won't let you go, Randy.
All right,
No,
Shiro.
let's you
All right, Shiro.
back up.
It's time for you to shine.
Oh boy.
Don't worry.
Got the backup piano and everything.
Don't worry. It's easy.
You won't let me? Just how do you plan to stop me? I still have free will, don't I?
Randy, you complete clod. You're so self-centered. Sometimes I don't even.
Yeah,
Oh,
how do
welcome.
you even?
Yeah,
Oh,
how do
these
you
are-
even, Randy?
Yeah.
Are these what British soap operas are like?
I've had enough.
No, she has a reason for acting like this. Hold on.
I know. Hey, what are you doing?
I didn't want to do it.
Oh,
I rage
Christ.
quit.
She's run off with the mask. Dash it all. She doesn't appreciate how valuable that thing is. Come on, Herschel. We have to find her.
I don't want to do it. All right.
All right, let's chase after Angela. But first, hint coins.
She
Yeah.
doesn't get very far. She's wearing heels.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard will have a word with you there.
Yep. Well, let's assume that Angela's one of the women who can't run that fast in heels.
She'll probably just let a glass slip her. Oh wait, sorry, wrong story.
Yeah. Come on, where are you?
Angela! Where are you?
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay,
dun,
why do you
dun,
love
dun.
this girl again?
I'm sorry. What did you ask, Jubes?
I was just asking that character, okay, why do you love her again? She's always nagging you about you wanting to do stuff, and she runs off. 'cause she can't-
She's worried for him, but
We're about to learn that there's deeper reason, Dwebs. So.
And trust me, Dwebs, true love, even if it is true love, there will always be arguments.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Angela!
If you throw the mask into the sea,
Angela! Come on now. Give me the mask. You're acting like a...
Oh.
this mask was my favourite.
There now. There's no need to cry. Everything will be fine. Just trust me.
I don't really get this.
Hold on.
Don't worry, Layton. By Lost Future, you will understand what it's like.
No, I was just talking in my view.
Hold on.
Left,
There you go.
and he never came back, Randall.
She has abandonment issues.
Someone banging something?
I don't know.
Oh, my brother just
No, I
shut the
said I
door.
wouldn't do anything dangerous.
Wow,
I
brothers
need that
mentioned.
mask, Angela.
She lost a brother to a similar situation, so trauma and shit.
Yeah, she lost her brother to dying.
Randall, can we just drop this for now?
Yeah.
You're being incredibly insensitive.
Look, Angela, I know this is hard for you, but please.
You're not going to change your mind.
Please let you go and endanger yourself while I just sit here and wait for you to never come back.
I thought you were coming with us.
Actually, she's not. No, she's not coming to
I
Akbadain.
promise.
You were initially, but now you're deciding no.
No, they weren't. They never said that she would come.
Father's shadow my entire life. I need this.
Akbadain's a completely different area. They just went to the Norwell Wall.
Akbadain sounds like an Egyptian place.
Let me see if that's a real place.
Alright,
actually.
alright. Here's my favorite character in this game.
It's all right, Miss Angela. Master Randall will return. I know it.
Ah, yes, the butler.
Totally not suspicious at all.
You stop.
You know, he's only the butler who will later go on to own the place.
Don't worry, Teo. The previous game already did the butler did it
Master
thing.
Randall said this would be his
No,
last
but I mean, look at his face.
Don't worry, Teo. Save that for the ending, because trust me, there's more than there's more to him than meets the eye.
Of course.
Basically, he's promising that.
This
Yeah.
will be my last and greatest trip into the ruins.
Oh
Angela,
boy.
please.
It was only 2 days from retirement.
Well, Dwibs, it will be his last and greatest, alright, but then again, the Titanic voyage was her last and greatest now, wasn't it?
Nothing dangerous. And Herschel here will make sure I don't do anything stupid.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll just do
I'm-
things even more stupider than you.
I need to go home.
I'm putting my life in Layton's hands. I know I can trust him.
Be careful.
Always.
Okay, I gotta say, the animation that Angela does when she's moving her arms around is kind of weird.
Early 3DS.
Fortunately, the Asron Legacy has much better animations.
We're going to unearth the most
As does the
archaeological
crossover.
find in history. Aren't you excited? Let's go back to my place and make sure we have enough supplies.
I can only talk when I'm shaking my arms up and down like
Alright.
this.
I do hope you intend to keep your promise, Randall.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, his promise will be kept.
The interesting, well, we already know that he dies by the end of chapter 6. It's what I love about it is that it's
Okay,
what.
I got this. Much as I appreciate level 5's attempts at telling stories, the foreshadowing is
And
Well,
to be fair,
fair,
Dwibs, with this one, we already know he's gonna die. since
Like
they
the very
even
first,
reference
the very
his
first thing we talked about Randall was how he died in the past. So it's not like they're foreshadowing his death. We already know that he dies. So there's no.
They're just explaining it.
What we're seeing is the circumstances behind his death, which tie into the main plot. So
Where
Okay.
is he? I'm sure he said to meet you.
Hey, Angie. Sorry I'm late. I was discussing some archaic pictograms with Henry.
oh no, that site already exists.
Honestly, you were the one who asked me to come and meet you.
yeah, true. You asked a girl for a date and then you go late. Bad form, Randy.
You kept the lady waiting, Randall.
I said I'm sorry. Come on, Angie. I'll make it up to you.
That's what you say every time.
So it's kind of like Robin Williams in Flubber.
How does she put up with your...
Except this character is more likable
Or
than that.
Robin Williams in Hook.
Don't get me wrong, I love Robbie Williams, but man, that he made some really shit movies. Anyway,
Spot on. And you know, I was just telling Henry about my latest progress when I realized something. What if there's some connection between the Azron and our own very ancient ruin at Norwell?
Norwell? But no one knows what that symbol on the Norwell wall mean, do they?
No, nobody could decipher it. But I reckon you've only had to find one similar symbol in other sources and... What? What have I done now?
You exist, that's why I'm laughing at you.
You just look so passionate when you talk about your research, as if there's nothing in the world you'd rather do.
That's quite a turn on.
He's so passionate.
When we had that talk with Herschel and Angela, that they both pretty much said to each other that what mostly attracts them to Randall as a person is the fact that he's so passionate and shit.
I suppose.
True love. I'm going to work like an ox to become a respected archaeologist, and after that, maybe you and I can... Well...
Ooh. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, nothing. I think I'll keep that to myself until we've uncovered some ancient priceless treasure.
Basically, he wants to get rich so he can buy her a fucking awesome ring, shall we say?
Hey, if it's something you want me to do, you're going to have to tell me.
I'm not quite sure now's the time yet. Besides, where's the fun in that? I like keeping you on your toes. It's getting chilly. Let's go in and have a cup of tea.
But it's summer.
Actually, considering this is in the past and not in the present, for all we know, this could not be in the summer.
So anyway, that was Moonlit Rendezvous.
Exactly. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So, we're almost done with Chapter 4.
Let's go to the Ascot house.
Basically, they're gonna plan tomorrow's trip.
Water, food, torch, compass.
And the dungeon map.
Everything.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, wrong game.
Are you ready, Hirsch?
Actually, Theo, the ruins of Akbadain are pretty much like a Zelda dungeon, so...
I've been ready for ages, Randall.
This is it, Layton. Our final...
Master Randall, I've brought some tea.
Hopefully it's not poisoned again.
Well, of course it's not poisonous, Mr. Randall. Oh, wait, sorry. Sorry.
Thank you, Henry. By the way, I'm grateful for what you did earlier.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could be of assistance.
So, Mr. Butler, Henry...
You've worked so long and so hard to fulfill this dream. I felt I had to do something.
Thank you, Henry. I mean it. Note to self, keep my back checked.
It was no trouble. Truly. Sorry, I have to do that every 10 seconds.
Hirsch,
No,
did I tell you that Henry's been helping me with my research? I'd never have got this far without his help.
Again, Theo, trust me. The more than meets the eye.
I know, but...
So, Henry, are you coming with us to explore all the ruins?
Trust me, Theo. In this case, level 5 is... he knows tricking you. Trust me.
Well, I know, considering it's basically holding a giant signpost with written, I am the bad guy. I mean...
You must know how busy Henry is.
Of course, it's something else, but regardless, I find funny the attempt.
Yeah.
If Henry were to go with us, my father would uncover the whole plan straight away and stop us.
Oh, by the way, I think we've talked over it, but there was also a point in this chapter where Randall mentioned that another reason that he wants to become rich on his own and make this discovery is that he can become independent from his father because he doesn't like, depending on his father.
Yeah, I said before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Tomorrow we set out to conquer the Akbadain ruins. This could be the biggest find of the century, my man.
That would be something. And so they went off on their merry excursion.
And they all died.
That's you, Dips.
If I had stopped Randall that night, he might still be with us now. If only we had listened to Angela.
Maybe you should have listened to Laura Bailey. She's the voice of...
sorry, that's the wrong character, Dad.
I mean, Angela's the voice of reason, and that voice of reason is Laura Bailey's voice. So clearly, it's the voice to listen to.
You think you were for a
As long
baby?
as it's-
On the gentleman's trail.
As long as it's not the one from that game from Nier, the one where she swears a lot.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Look, as long as it's not Omo Chow's voice, I don't care.
Actually, I actually like Laura Bailey's Alma Chow voice. Thank you very much.
It's the most least annoying Omochao. By the way, Pedro, have you ever played Nier? I forgot to tell you about that. It's a platinum game that has Laura Bailey swearing like a sailor.
The first one.
Jova, first, it's not. The first one is not made by Platinum Games. Second, I already provide.
Suspicion of aiding the masked gentleman.
There you go, Lonnie. See, you can do it.
There we go.
Could it be that he is the mastermind behind
Oh, so you already told him about
my
Nier.
personal story.
Yes.
I'm reading it.
broke on our third day in Montador.
Remember, Dwebs. Remember, Dwebs. The first thing we literally heard in Last Spectre was her also narrating. She was also narrating in Last Spectre. She's narrating the story of the 3 prequels.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn Emmy stealing my spotlight.
Let's just say there's a specific reason that's revealed in Let's just say there's a specific reason revealed in Azrael Legacy as to why she's the narrator of the prequels.
Good morning, Luke. Did you sleep well? We'll be setting out shortly to begin today's investigations, and you still haven't had surgery on your face.
Okay. I'm awake.
Seriously, we should schedule that surgery soon.
Sorry, Professor, I was up all night
Oh,
seeing that
sleepyhead.
awesome direct.
Did you have a good lie-in? We were out for the count, so... No, you were out for the count, so I helped myself to your breakfast.
Emmy, you're horrible.
Emmy is a dick to Luke.
How could you?
Ding.
Apprentice number 1.
Emmy was just teasing Luke. Now, before we head out, let's summarize our plans for today. Emmy, quick, hide your bacon sandwich.
Right.
Professor.
Today's miracle is supposed to take place in Tingley Town.
Tingley Town?
Cool, cool,
Let's
cool.
hope it lives up to its name. It sounds so exciting.
Glee Town.
Cool, Limpa! Hey there, are you a Mr. Fairy? My name is Tingle. I'm a fairy.
That's not the tingle I meant.
No, it doesn't. I mean, people might be in danger. It's not appropriate to be excited.
That line isn't helping.
Sure.
Very responsible of you, Luke. Wait, don't tell me you're afraid.
Oh boy,
That
every
look on her face.
Afraid? No, not at all. I'm sure today's the day we catch the masked gentleman and foil his plans.
That's the spirit, Luke. We must clear up this issue with Dalston as well.
Yep.
Emmy, why are you looking at me like that?
She's looking at Luke.
I have certain of his innocence. Let's head to the city hall first and hear what the police have to say. Be serious.
Why are you looking at Luke like that?
Basically, Shiro, to give you, since you don't know, basically in Majora's Mask, there's a 35-year-old man who thinks he's a fairy, and he's dressed in green selling maps to children. That
doesn't sound
It
scary.
makes sense in context, barely.
Well, Shiro, that's
Majora's
it's
Mask,
Majora's
guys.
Mask. It's
Out of context, it sounds incredibly creepy.
that's the point,
That's the
Shiro.
entirety of Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask is
in a
creepy as
nutshell.
trust me, Shiro. Majora's Mask when it wants, it can get creepy as fuck.
Heck, even when it doesn't want to be. But we'll talk about that when we more either in the next part or when we get to that game.
See you, everybody.
See you then.
Yeah.